All right, it's my pleasure to welcome you to another edition, another episode of Football Mania. Today we are going to talk about transfers concerning Chelsea. Earlier reports are suggesting that the Blues are very interested in re-signing their former striker Romelu Lukaku this summer. Last night, the very reliable English newspaper The Telegraph reported that Chelsea are interested in re-signing Lukaku and also Harry Kane. This morning, Sky Sports backed up that claim by saying that Chelsea are trying to do whatever it takes to bring back Lukaku to Stamford Bridge. But we are asking, is Lukaku a feasible transfer for Chelsea at this moment in time? I'm going to x-ray what it takes to bring Lukaku back to Stamford Bridge today. But the latest news is that Inter Milan are expecting Chelsea to make a formal proposal, for their former striker in the coming hours, not in the coming days, in the coming hours. That's according to ANSA in Italy. ANSA is a news agency, website and media in Italy. Well, they are saying that Chelsea are expected to table a formal proposal for Lukaku in the coming hours. But Inter Milan are going to say no, that Lukaku is not for sale. So understand that Chelsea will make a move this night, but Inter Milan are expected to say no, that Lukaku is not for sale. But now I'm talking about Lukaku being not for sale. Everybody has a price, especially for a club who are currently in financial crisis. Well, they are about to sell Hakimi to PSG according to reports for 50 million euros. But that alone is not going to solve all the financial problems they have at the club. So back to Lukaku. Can Chelsea actually get Lukaku? Like I said, everybody has a price. Lukaku is currently valued at 80 million pounds, but Inter Milan can take 70 million pounds for him. He is a 28-year-old guy, so he's not getting any younger. If he plays another one season in Italy, the asking price will be dropping more and more and more. So that's the thing with buying players who are heading to their 30s. We're buying Lukaku at the moment and giving him 5 years contract, could lead to him being at the club till the age of 33. Then, even if you want to sell him after 2 years, then he's 30. If you buy him 70 now, you cannot sell him for more than 70 in 2 years' time or even in a year's time. It is a very unstable situation if you are the club's management, trying to figure out if it's a good deal or not a good deal. That kind of transfer is the kind of transfer you can just make just to help the club to win titles, not to make gain. I think that transfer can happen, but it depends on what Chelsea are thinking, and that also applies to Harry Kane, because Harry Kane is also 28. I think that it is going to be a very, very difficult transfer, because the only way I see Chelsea purchasing Lukaku is if Inter Milan comes down a lot more than 70 million pounds that they are asking for. If Inter Milan can come down to 50, then Chelsea can easily take that. And now it's between buying Haaland for whatever it takes, maybe for 130 million pounds, or buying Lukaku for 70 million pounds, or wait for Inter Milan to drop the asking price before buying Lukaku, or going for Harry Kane, who is going to cost around 100 million pounds, which is a transfer I think is highly unlikely, because also Tottenham is not a club that we normally do business with. So it's between Lukaku and Haaland. But I think what makes sense, if you ask me honestly, is if we cannot get Haaland this summer, then we can try and find a striker that will come in on a ship, possibly on a loan, and then have it for one season and go in again for Haaland next summer. I think Lukaku doesn't make much financial sense unless you're only thinking about just football and not the money aspect of football. But Haaland makes a lot of sense in both areas, football and then finance. Only time will tell what will happen, but Chelsea are definitely going to bring in a striker this summer. If you enjoyed this video, just like, subscribe and hit the notification button. See you again next time.